you very much. My name is Alan Summers, and I'm a resident of Somervell County. And am I the last one on the list? Maybe. Well, I was hoping to be the last word. I'd like to say from the very start, being a resident, and I'm a short-term resident. I've been here a little over 3 years, but I support the move that we have, proposals we have for a nuclear reactor in this county. And I've got a few brief reasons why I would like to present my view on that. And I hope you can appreciate my view as well as I can appreciate your others, whether you're for or against. I would also like to say, to clarify, I am a former stockholder in the power company that operated the power plant, but I'm no longer one. So I don't have anything except concern for America. When I say concern for America, though this is a local issue, it's a national issue too. Energy is really the big thing on our plate. We can't do anything without energy. And that we can't rely on any one single energy. And I've heard some of the remarks made tonight about alternatives and cheaper energy. Fact of it is, people, there is no such thing as cheap energy. There ain't going to be no cheap energy. And when the price of gasoline just recently escalated through the ceilings and then fell back, that's only temporary. That's only temporary. Why do I feel comfortable about a reactor? And I probably live about 7 miles from the reactor as a crow flies. I retired from the Air Force. I have a little experience in nuclear weapons, so in nuclear products. Why do I feel so safe? Well, I probably couldn't go into such great details, and I really don't have that much time. But I feel the safety here, and I guess to contrast that, about 4 months ago, a couple had visited us, and we were showing around the county. And the lady asked me, she said, Alan, doesn't it worry you to live so close to a nuclear reactor? And my answer was, well, taking everything into consideration, help everything. I moved here from East Texas, and there was a paper mill down there, which is closed, by the way, but there was a paper mill there. And I told her that I feel safer living 7 miles from a nuclear reactor than I did living 10 miles from a paper mill from a health standpoint. We were talking, there's been a lot of talk about cancer and other things, but living here in this county, when we moved here, we looked at everything, population, tax rates, all that kind of thing. We looked at health issues too. And I didn't really see any great thing here in cancer, but it came to mind where I came from by that paper mill. Most of the people that I know that have passed away or been very sick in the last several years has been cancer, and it probably came from a paper mill. So you have to weigh what's safe and what's presumed safe. I think it's a time that we can all really think this out, and I have full confidence in the Nuclear Regulatory Agency of all of the governmental agencies. And sometimes certain government agencies really take a hit. They're really not popular. They're not held in such great high esteem. But I really feel of all the regulations, because of the great nature of nuclear, the regulations, the inspections, everything that goes into that the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and those users of those products are on top of. I feel confident in that. But I still believe there's some good points brought up tonight that need to be looked at. And I would caution us about being alarmist about certain things, about the great doom of something. Is that reactor, if it goes in, is that the end of the world for us? And I think back when I was in college in 1972, and I took a course called Environment and Man. And there was one chapter in there about water, and I really can't remember because I really wasn't that interested, to tell you the truth, at the time. But the book was probably published in 1970. So I would guess that the research went back into the 60s, and there was a prediction there. Like I said, I can't remember because I wasn't that interested, but they were talking about a city, a river, and a plant, and I don't even know if it was a nuclear reactor plant or a packing plant. But they were tracking the temperature of that river. And the prediction was in the year 2000 it would reach the boiling point. And you know, here it is, 2008. I bet you I couldn't swim in the river today, it's so cold. So I'd caution us against those alarmists. And let's all give it serious consideration and not jump to any great conclusions. Thank you very much.